Next up will be the county judge. First to speak will be Stephen Jones.
I don't know, out of all the speeches we had, I know every single person in this room, or know your face, and had some kind of personal interaction with you. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because everybody in here kind of knows me. This is our community. I thought this would be my easiest speech, but it might be my hardest, because again, some of y'all know me, like David here. But I was asked to run for county judge. I initially turned it down. I was not interested. I had several people ask me. When I found out Judge Page was not going to run, then I was interested in it. So I was the first to sign up. I wanted to be the first one, so it wasn't me running against anybody else. Again, I've said in every one of my speeches, Mr. Danny Martin's a great man. There is no animosity between the two of us as far as I'm concerned, and I believe he feels the same way. We are just running for the same job. When I had the people ask me, and when I found out Doug Page wasn't going to run, Trinity County has been running good these past few years, and I'd like to be part of keeping it moving forward in a positive growth, having our community grow as, the homes that are being built, the businesses that are coming to our community, and keep those things moving. I've been the chief of police since 2008, coming on my 15th year. I've been a volunteer fireman for 9 years. I think, I don't know, sometimes being a volunteer fireman is what I love the most, more than anything, more than law enforcement. The last 4 years, the city had some trouble. I stepped up, I volunteered, I wasn't paid for it. I helped the city with help. I didn't do it on my own. We did it as a group. However, we did have some fights. The council and I, the mayor and I, we had some fights. And the reason I tell you that is with these commissioner court, I'm going to have some troubles with some of them. Particularly probably Brother Mike there. He'll probably be my number one. But I know that with the commissioner's court today, they had a pretty long court, and it had me thinking, wow, there really is some things that these guys are passionate about, and they want to work it out. They want to work things out. And I want to be part of that team to help our community grow and make the right decisions. Kind of at a loss here. What I was going to say, I kind of got stuck. But anyway, yeah. I will say that one of the things I've been asked about is being beholden to anybody. And I'm not going to be beholden to anybody in a political office other than doing what I think is right for our community. So if that causes some troubles between me and some of the other elected political positions, then we're going to have a few troubles. But I don't expect that. I don't think that. A lot of y'all in this room know my personality. You know the things that I've done in our community. You know how I am. You know my personality. You know that I'm pretty quiet and meek. But I do like to get things done. One of the accomplishments that we've had in the past 4 years for the city is we've gotten $6 million in grants. I'm pretty proud of it. I don't know if y'all know the grant process, but the grant process is a whole job in itself. It's extremely frustrating. You get lost. You get a lot of people ask you when, where, and what. You're relying on other people to try to help you, and you don't know, but you got to come up with answers. As your county judge, I promise you I'll always have some type of answer for you. Thank you.
Everyone in here has heard the expression, kick the can down the road. Well, for 30 years, we've had a can that's been kicked down the road, and now we're at an area where there's no road left. And it's no fault of the current judge or the current commissioners. We got to have a jail. We got to have a jail badly. So what I will ask of each one of these candidates, what's your thoughts on it? How should it be accomplished? The funding? What's your thoughts on whenever you come into office on January 1st, how you going to be able to pick this project up from the middle and run with it?
Yes, like I said, that was one of the hot topics today in the Commissioner's Court. They have several options. I think Sheriff Wallace has come up with a temporary jail option that still has some information that they need to do that they can use some of their grant monies with. And then they have the option of going to a bond issue. Now, the temporary jail could only be used for 3 years. And that is an option because we are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in our jails, housing them in other counties. When Sheriff Wallace took office, he and I sat down together and we saved the county hundreds of thousands of dollars because we allowed every person that came to jail came to Trinity. They got arrested in Apple Springs, they came to my facility, we booked them in, we took care of the paperwork, and they were able to stay 2 nights with our jail, and that saved hundreds of thousands of dollars. However, now we're kind of going back to costing the county hundreds of thousands of dollars. I would be supporting the bond issue for building a jail, because another issue of not having a jail is me being the chief of police for the past 15 years. There's absolutely no punishment for anybody with a Class B or Class A misdemeanor. There is none. There's nothing that Judge Page or the judges before him could do to the person, because they have nowhere to lock them up. And if it does lock them up, it costs the county $45 to $55 a day to do so. So we need to come up with a solution for that. And like I said, but right now the option is for the temporary jail. However, there is a lot of work that's going to have to be done on that before that can be opened up and approved. There's a lot of work that needs to be done.